Welcome, everyone. We want to thank you for taking some time out of your day to be with us. Come on, let's get to the root of it.
In these times that we live, we take strides to move forward. We strive to be more, stay strong and be focused. Start a while, we make choices, live or die. Take over starts at the root, and the truth may be hard to swallow. Step one, self-love above anything else. Unlock peace and happiness.
Good evening, and thank you for tuning in to At the Root of It. My name is Shannon, and on tonight's show, we are going to be speaking with Councilman candidate Kamren Stowers. We spoke to him last year, and he was telling us what he would do once he came into office of Councilman of District 9. Before we get into it and before I bring Kamren on, I would like to tell you the mission statement of At the Root of It. Our mission statement is to create a community of both men and women who are on a journey of self-love and self-healing. Good evening, sis. Good evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. And of course, this is the area or the segment of the show where we share, and share some more. So before we bring on Mr. Stowers, we would like to share the broadcast, okay? So let's get to it. Let's share, and share some more, okay? Because this is very important. A lot of times we do not pay attention to the politics in our community because it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with us, or we just don't understand it, or we just allow our life to outshine or overshadow what's going on in our community. But if we do good in our community, you know, our life will be easier for ourselves and for our families. Okay, so I'm sharing some more, y'all. Give us one moment. This is only going to be a half-an-hour show because the councilman, I'm going to call him what he is, has other things, he on his agenda as well. But let's get in here and share some more. Okay, guys, thank y'all so very much for your patience. All right. I'm almost done sharing because I really believe that people need to tune in for this. All right. As you guys can hear, I am sharing and sharing some more. All right. So, to start off tonight, we will be introducing to some and presenting to others Councilman candidate of District 9, Kamren Stowers. So let's give him a round of applause. Hello. Thank you so much for joining us. With your busy schedule, thank you so much for honoring us with your presence tonight. And we're going to get into it because I know you're a busy man, and I thank you. Okay, so I just wanted to remind you guys that this election is 1 month away, okay? 1 month almost to the day.
And to be brutally honest, it's
Okay,
already
March.
started.
Look at this. Look at
Yeah,
this.
the
And this
vote
is
by
like,
mail ballots have. I'm sorry to cut you off, but the vote by mail ballots have already started, and a lot of people have already turned in their ballots. And early voting starts on March 6th, and the actual election date is March 21st.
yes. So go out there, anybody that you know that lives in District 9, and he's actually going to explain to us
Hmm.
what his district covers. Cameron, let us know what area of Jacksonville is District 9 where you help the community and you help your community is where you are from.
Absolutely. So, as all Jacksonville people know, we know landmarks in Jacksonville. So I'm not going to get into the east and the west part of things, but so the east side of District 9 would be the Beaver Street Farmers Market. The north side of the District 9 would be Paxton High School area. The most western side of it would be Frank H. Peterson, and we're going to follow 295 south on down past Frank H. Peterson, and then we're going to stop at 103rd Tim McQuarter. That's the most southern end of District 9. So we cover Lackawanna, McDuff, Paxton, a little bit of Mixon Town. We cover a little bit of Ortega, Lake Shore, Cassett, San Juan. We cover a lot. 103rd, we cover a lot, and it's been good. Old Middleburg Road a little bit and stuff like that. So I love it. It's a very diverse district.
Yes, and my sister said, "Good evening, family." So I just, excuse me, wanted to acknowledge her. So that's great. So you have a large span of area where you have to help the community and bring your great ideas to the community to show that um, you you care, right?
Absolutely.
So
Hmm.
some of the issues that you wanted to change and address in your community of District 9 was affordable housing,
Correct.
options for trade in schools where college acceptance rates are a little low, crime
Correct.
and public safety, which you are in public safety because he is a firefighter, guys. So he works in the community anyway, and
Yes.
youth empowerment. So tell us some of the
Hmm.
things that you have done on your campaign trail that was in line with the things that you wanted to change and address in your community.
Oh, absolutely. So everything that's on my platform is things that I do today with my own two hands. Affordable housing, I do. I provide affordable housing. I do that on a day-to-day basis. I provide affordable housing for a vast amount of people, from guys coming home from incarceration to kids aging out of foster care when they turn 18. As long as they go to work or go to school, they can stay in my residence. To single moms and single dads. And in 2022, last year in June, I opened up Jacksonville's first LGBTQ safe house for children between the ages of 17 and 24 who become homeless because their parents put them out the house for them identifying as gay. And it was crazy to me to know that I opened up Jacksonville's first house to house these youth and keep them from being homeless. And I did that with my own job, my own W-2, with my own two hands, with no grants and anything like that. Or I'm essentially say no help from anybody doing that, and that's
Right.
just the love I have for the community. Also, we also when one of my platform issues was crime and youth engagement. One of the biggest things I did too was go and speak to these high schools and touch the youth by having movie nights in the community, because our youth need to see someone that looks like them coming back to their community, and they need to see someone who's successful in their own right and coming back to the community to give back. Because a lot of times the stigma is when you become successful, you don't come back. You leave and you don't come back unless it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, or something like that. We're breaking that stereotype and we're coming back to show the youth that, listen, I come from where you come from, and you can leave here, you can be better, and you can come back and with your resources that you now have to make your old neighborhood even better. Or you don't have to leave at all, but just take advantage of what we have in front of us. And we've been doing a great job at it, and I love it. I love the success we're having with everything. I love the community's response and them encouraging me and pushing me to keep forward. Right now, I'm working on a 7-unit mobile home park in the Paxton area that's going to be for homeless vets. And that's a huge deal to me because no one who served this country should come home and be homeless under no condition. You
That's
put your life on the line and you come home and are you homeless? No, we're not going to stand for that in my district. And I'm going to do what I have to do to combat with that. So it's been a beautiful journey. And I'm just appreciative of the community and their support behind me.
That is so awesome. You hit two of some of the major things that go on in multiple cities, right? The
Hmm.
homeless children who
Hmm.
gets um kicked out of their homes because they chose a different route than what their parents anticipated or wanted them to do. And
Hmm.
I saw so many kids, so many people out in the street and homeless vets that may have had some mental disabilities that are out in the street and not getting the proper help that they need. So congratulations to really setting a standard of how we as people should handle people who have living
Absolutely.
souls. Right? And we have some pictures of your movie night that you had.
Hmm.
And this one,
Yeah.
tell us about it.
So that movie night right there, that was in Hollybrook apartment complex. If anybody knows, off of Kings Road, right off of Beaver, in the Mixon Town, Lackawanna area, in that area. And that was the first time the children had ever had a movie night come to their community. The first time. And the energy that they gave me, they called me Councilman Cam, by the way. The
Oh,
energy that they gave me for me to come out there several times. That probably was the fourth time I went out there and did a movie night. And actually, we're doing a movie night there next month, March 17th, during spring break, because I gotta have something for the youth to do during spring break. Again, we're engaging the community and engaging the youth because when you see success, and it's not going to stop after I get in this seat. We're going to continue to do this
right,
when I get in seat. I'm a businessman, so I'm very big on you don't have to spend a lot of money to help people. People always equate,
right,
oh, we got to get a grant. No, you don't have to get a grant. You just have to have a purpose. And when you have a purpose, you'll find a way to make it happen. Just like I did. It probably cost me $50 to go out there, but the most valuable thing is my time, and they deserve that. They deserve that. I'm running for city council so they can get my time to put in and invest inside of them, inside of youth in that community. So we're going to still push forward and give back to those children of that community and other communities throughout District 9 and Jacksonville. That's just one of the many communities that we did movie nights at, and they're super appreciative, and the kids really enjoy it. They lay out in the grass with blankets and watch the movie, and we have popcorn out there and water and stuff like that because I say all the time, Mr. Cam or Councilman Cam, do you have sodas? I say no, we don't drink sodas. We're gonna go a little healthier route. We're gonna do some water, you know.
right.
And so we're learning a lot of lessons when they come to my movie night.
Awesome. Yes, because I pulled some some pictures, and this picture it said for this particular movie night,
Yeah,
43 kids came out, right? And you had to make
absolutely,
another popcorn and water run. So that is
absolutely,
so awesome. That is, you know, these kids need to see, like you said, that people care and the people that look just like them, who
right.
have experienced things just like them. Then I want to show a picture of you with your homes.
Oh, absolutely. So that home right there, that was actually the Amber House when it got delivered, and the Amber House was the home I was telling you about. That was the first LGBTQ safe house in Jacksonville, the first of its kind here in Jacksonville, and that's a brand new 3 bedroom, 2 bath mobile home, 2022, and we got that delivered. When does that picture say? That was in August. So
April
I
is in
probably,
April
yeah,
8th.
I'm sorry, April. I'm sorry. Yes, that was in April, and it's been beautiful. The resources that we bring to the residents at the Amber House are endless. Every Wednesday we do a Zoom call only for 30 minutes, and I bring somebody new onto the Zoom call. We've had doctors come onto the Zoom call and just talk about what they do and expose the residents and the young people to something new. I've had the HR hiring manager from Allstate Insurance come on and talk about what she looks for in a resume when she's looking through resumes. So we're doing financial literacy. A good friend of mine works at a bank. He comes in and he talked about, just the basics of financial literacy, resume building. We had all kind of people, truck drivers, come and just talk about what they do. Because the biggest thing is I want to expose our community to different avenues, because everyone is not going to go to college. But I don't want you
Right.
to feel cut off from the world because I didn't go to college. So that doesn't mean that you're not going to amount to anything, because you can go to school and get your trade. Being a firefighter is a trade. Guess what? When I was in high school, I didn't know that you can go to fire school for 6 or 7 months and get a certificate to be a certified firefighter. And now you can go and make $60,000 a year as a rookie. I didn't know that. But
Right.
I'm trying to expose the community and the youth and the new generation. We have to invest in a new generation of youth, because guess what? When I become somebody's grandpa or granddad, I need to know that I did what I was supposed to do to guide the new generation to lead the way. So I feel very happy
Yes.
about that. And you can hear it in my voice. And I had a very long day, but I get really excited about things like that, that I've did that is invested and been life changing to people. Very much so
It's
life
awesome.
changing that I did with my own two hands.
It's awesome, and you should be very excited about it because you know people don't help people that they don't agree with their lifestyles, and that's not fair because of the simple fact that, like, I'm a Christian, so we were taught to hate the sin, not the sinner. So even if you don't necessarily agree with the lifestyle that they chose for themselves, that does not mean that they don't need the support and the love of people to help them keep motivated, to keep going, to keep striving, to keep pushing. And so I'm so happy about that. Just everything that you're putting your time, energy, and effort, because like Whitney said, our children are the future. And everybody say that that's a cliche, but it's so true.
Very,
And
very
I
true.
just wanted to show the people in your uniform because he is a real firefighter, guys. So he's
Yes.
out here saving people and saving lives. And so it's very important that you guys know that he's not just some random guy that's trying to get in where he fits in, but that he works in the community, even outside of running for council for District 9. He is in the
Absolutely.
community regardless. But he can accomplish more as the councilman of District 9 than as a
Mhm.
firefighter. And so we need to really support him and get him in there, which brings me to my next picture of who
Mhm.
actually supports you, right? And this is one of your big ones. So explain the Jack's chamber.
Yeah, so this is one of my few proudest endorsements was Jack's Chamber. And if anybody know anything about the city of Jacksonville, they are the pioneers of bringing new things and just changing Jacksonville in the most positive way. And I'm very, very happy to have their support and their endorsement for my campaign, and coming up into this election. So super proud of that, and I wear that as a badge of honor.
Yes, you should. You should. And the last photo that I have is of you actually working in the community. So please explain that picture.
Yeah, so it's all right. So this picture happened. We did that last year. What happened was one of my favorite little neighborhood bars I like to go to and have a beer and support the local small business. Also happened to be talking to the owner one day. He mentioned that the city was kind of dragging feet when it came to painting the street lines and stuff like that. And his customers kept complaining about they don't know where to park because there's no lines in the road. and I'm a man of action. I don't take long to sit there and ponder about something and wait for somebody else to make a move. I'm gonna make it happen myself, and that's what got me as far as I got. I make things happen. So I already had a striper at my house. Ironically, I just went and bought a can of paint. Me and the team went out there and painted lines in front of his business on a random day, on a Sunday, on a Sunday morning when I painted the lines, and I didn't even tell him. I didn't tell them at all. I just went and painted the lines, and it was great. And the customers, know where to park and stuff like that. And I just went in there on my random, Wednesday or Friday, and grabbed the beer and was like, "Hey man, how you like the lines out front?" And he lost it. He's like, "Yo, you went and painted these lines?" And I said, "Yeah, man. Me and the team, we came by and just did that." And guess what? That same bar, they're hosting my election party for me because like you have to take care of your community because this same community is going to take care of me. So it's been beautiful. It's been a great experience. I absolutely love it.
I love that. I love that. And I support you 100%. I was happy when we spoke last year and you told us everything that you wanted to accomplish and to actually go throughout the year of your campaign and the journey of your campaign and see that you actually put actions to your words. So
Absolutely.
we can do away with the thought that politicians only speak about doing things, but not
Mhm.
actually are doers of things that they speak about. So we now have a person who has really stepped out on faith, stepped out and did the things that he said that he was going to do, and
Mhm.
is documented. And that is a great, great thing. And so the last question, because I know that you have a busy schedule, um,
Yeah.
I had asked, have you implemented town hall meetings during your campaign? And your answer was,
Yeah, so we have had some town hall meetings for my campaign last year. Now that we're coming up on the last probably 90 days, 60 days, we're 30 days out from the actual election day right now. Now I find it more personal. So when I send out literature, I have a little button, a little message on my literature says, "Hey, if you would like a yard sign, call or text this number, which is my direct campaign cell phone that only I answer." My constituents call me or text me their address and say they want a yard sign, and I personally deliver their yard sign to the knock on the door. "Hey, I'm dropping off your yard sign," and we'll sit in their front yard, and they ask me questions and I answer them. They tell me their concerns. I personally find that way more personal than having town hall and a lot. It's been more effective, if you ask me, because if you sit there, you invite me to your house. You invite me to your house to bring the yard sign. It's personal, not personal. I love it. Everybody's relaxed. Everybody's very just. We're people. We're having a conversation, and they get to know Cameron. When you go to a town hall, they don't know Cameron. They know that's candidate for city council and blah blah blah. But when you bring it to your house and offer me a cup of coffee, absolutely, I would like a cup of coffee. And now Cameron now is personal. We're friends, and I love it. I love that. I found that to be more effective with dropping off yard signs, Marcus home, and the actual one. So I'm glad I implemented that in my campaign.
yes, it makes you more personable, more human, and
Absolutely.
more reachable.
And absolutely. And I believe the constituents they want to put a personality with what they're seeing online. It's like meeting, and this is very super, bro.
Uh-oh. I'm not sure what happened. But hopefully he comes back on. We have a couple of minutes because again we said that we were only going to do a half an hour show due to the okay, he's back. Let me bring him on. All right.
I'm back. Sorry about that, everybody.
Not a problem.
So what I
That's
was saying, Yeah, what I was saying was it's like meeting your favorite football player and you meet him and he has a personality that validates why I like this guy. You know, and in my case, my personality is going to validate, you know what? I made the right decision with my vote. You know, and I love it. I'm appreciative of my constituents for just believing in me and trusting in me to be the best fit for our community.
That is so awesome. Any lasting or any um, words that you may speak to the people tonight before we go um, to propel them to go out and vote and the importance of voting and city council?
Absolutely.
That
Abs- And we have a lot of big races coming up. Every city council seat is up for election, and we have the mayor race is up for election as well. So we have more than enough reasons to get out and vote and really spread the word and get everybody out and vote. And one of my biggest thing is if you don't vote, don't complain. You know, and that's I'm strong about that. That is your American right to get out there and vote. And to be brutally honest, our ancestors fought very hard for us to have the ability to vote. Our women fought very hard to have the ability to vote, and we need to take advantage of it and exercise our American right to pick our leaders of our world. You know, and we have to take advantage of it. So I encourage everybody to get out there and vote. I don't care who it's for. I don't care what party. I don't care about any of that. We just need to get out and exercise our rights.
yes, and what would you say to people who may aspire to go that route the way that you have chosen to help the community? What would you say to inspire and aspire people to go after their dreams?
I would say this: to be a shark, you have to hang around sharks. To be a wolf, you have to hang around wolves. Change your settings, and it's going to change your mindset. So change your settings. If you hang around, let's say you hang around, I say this all the time. A very cliche line our grandmother said: "You hang around dogs, you get fleas." Right? Everybody remembers that line. That applies to the good and bad. So you hang who. And we say this too. Show me your friends, and I'll show you who you are. You know, so surround yourself around winning people, successful people, and people going in the right direction, and you have no choice but to do that because humans are creatures. We don't want to feel left behind. So, and that goes for the good and bad. Again, if you hang around successful people, guess what? You're more prone to push towards success because you don't want to get left behind. So when you want to chase your dream, hang around people who's chasing their dreams. Hang around people who achieve their dreams because that's going to give you the motivation. Now you've seen it, you've visually seen that it can be done. So when you see that it can be done, you feel like you can achieve it, which again, a lot of our youth want to be football players and basketball players because 90% of the leagues look like them. If they went to the doctor and 90% of their doctors look like them, they'll be more prone to want to be doctors. So I'm saying all that to say, hang around people who are successful and you're more prone to believe that you can be successful. And I'm going to leave that right there.
That's right. Mic drop. Well, I thank you so very much. That's a mic drop. It
Absolutely.
really is. And I just want to thank you again for allowing us some time to show us your journey on your campaign trail. And we will see you at the early voting. Again, y'all can mail in your votes. Early voting is now open. What, you said March 6th?
I'm
Are
sorry.
you receiving
Early
votes now?
voting is March 6th. Early voting is March 6th. The election day is March 21st. Vote by mail is right now. So you can go on Supervisor of Election website, request a vote by mail ballot if you want to. If not, I'll see y'all at the early voting sites on March 6th. We'll be early voting sites for the whole city. And if not, I'll see y'all on election day and look forward to getting your votes.
Yes. Well, we thank you very much,
Thank
Cameron,
you. Thank you.
for City Council District 9.
That's it.
You have a great evening
I
and
will. And I appreciate everything you're doing for the community. Thank you.
congratulations in advance.
Absolutely. Thank you, and God bless. Y'all be safe.
You have a good night.
All right. Bye bye.
That was so awesome. That was so awesome, you guys, to actually speak with him and go over the things that we spoke about last year and to actually see him put it into action and not just words. You cannot speak things without putting action behind it. People will not believe you if you are steady talking, but there's no action behind it. And that just inspires me even the more to keep pushing, keep striving, and keep believing that whatever God purposed me to do, that I shall do it and do it in excellence and do it unto Him. The things that He spoke about, even the things He spoke about last year, right? He spoke about having those houses for people coming transitioning out of jail, as well as coming out of foster care and not being homeless. And he extended it now to single parents as well as the LGBT community, which we don't need any more homeless people on the streets, and the veterans, because the veterans, when you go downtown, you think that there was a there's just a people out there for no reason. No, these are displaced veterans that may have mental disabilities that are not getting the care that they are required, and as well as the housing that they should get automatically. So for him to step up and to do what he needs to do for his community, for the children in his community, and everything, his district is vast, it's very big, it's large, and like he said, it's very diverse. So we are very happy to have him on. I hope that this show encouraged you guys to go after your dream, strive, keep going, keep pushing, keep striving, because you never know who you are going to be in the future. The only thing that is guaranteed is failure, and failure only comes when you stop trying. So we are not going to give up. We're not going to give in. And we're not going to give out. And you should be inspired. I hope that you guys are, because I really am. And we're not going to, we're not going to keep the show on long due to the fact that this was his segment. And I'm so grateful that one of my dearest friends, Sierra Bond, who is the owner of KK Compliments, was the one who initially introduced us. She recommended At the Root of It as a local podcast to speak with Kamren Stowers. So I thank God for her. I thank God that he was able to give me some of his time tonight just to catch up and debrief and let us know what he has put in place. Again, I'm just going to put up some of his pictures of what he has accomplished through his campaign journey. And then we will close out the segment. So again, he is a firefighter. He's part of the community already. He received um, endorsements by high esteemed people. Jax Chambers. That's he said one of his proud moments. He worked in the community. He was not scared to get his hands dirty, to go out there and show the community that he was a part of the community. Last year, we said he is the people for the people. And then he said that he wanted youth empowerment, and for him to come out and have movie night with these children is phenomenal, because people, they leave children in their areas to allow them to find their own entertainment. And for him to go out and entertain them on more than one occasion, bravo to you. And as well as this is the houses that he brought in for the LGBT community, for the children who was displaced because their parents did not accept their lifestyles. So he said they're the first in the city to do that. That's breaking groundwork there. So we give honor to Kamren Stowers, and we are really grateful for all the work that he has done in the community and in District 9. Please follow him on Facebook, as well as if you know anybody in those areas, please propel them to go and vote. Early voting starts March 6th, and the regular voting is March 21st. I hope you have a good night. I will see you next week, same bat station, same bat time, where we will continue to celebrate Black History Month, Cancer and Me, and anyone who has ordered a shirt. I reached out to the printing company, because I'm waiting for my shirts too, and they are having problems. So please don't think I'm holding your money or holding anything, but they have a hold up with their printing company. So please have patience, but if not, you can write and get a refund for anything that you may have ordered that you have not received. I don't think there's any problems with the canisters, but with the t-shirts, I'm waiting for my t-shirts too. Okay, so till we meet again, I love you guys. Have a great evening. Till we meet again next week. Love you to life. Later.
Welcome, everyone. We want to thank you for taking some time out of your day to be with us. Come on, let's get to the root of it. Ow!
In these times that we live, we take strides to move forward. We strive to be more, stay strong and be focused. Start a while, we make choices, live or die. Take over starts at the root, and the truth may be hard to swallow.